a fucking heart attack.
We're live.
Fantastic. I put vacuum 1 in front of vacuum 2. That was a terrible idea.
Okay, everyone. If anybody's there, we're still working on getting everything up and going. Don't be shocked. We are who we are.
Some of your destinations have errors.
Sarah is in the haunted house portion of our.
You're going to have to go through and put it on Insta if we want it on Insta.
Look, I don't know how to do that.
And I don't feel like we've ever gotten it to work on
Nobody
Insta,
ever
so
joins on Insta, so I think we're fine.
We've never ever put it on Insta. I literally just set it up so we could.
Look, things that aren't happening right now.
Just saying.
That.
Oh, I have to go over here.
That aren't happening right now. Oh, jeezy crazy. That.
I was just going to say, I'm like, why am I hearing you a third time?
Hello, Miss Catherine. So currently, I'm the only one who will be looking at comments.
No, you're not. I'm working on it.
Please say hello if you're in. I see we got a few people on. I don't know. Let me check YouTube. If you could just, if you have not already set up for your name to be recognized in StreamYard, please just drop a line in there with your name. Brit.
Hi guys, I'm in the haunted house trying to figure out how I can see what's going on too. Deborah, you watching the Facebooks or the YouTubes?
I'm trying to pull up both.
That's on.
Clearly, I'm not pulling it off, but you know. Let's see. We have Suzanne, Mary Beth, Maritza. Maritza, we got a bag here for you of stuff, lady. Dawn and Jessica. We're going to give it just another minute, mostly because I'm trying to pull up YouTube. Because we do have a few people on the YouTube land.
All right, I'm going to look. I'm going to queue up Facebook because that's as good as I can get. Look at little Draco. Swipe left. Okay. It is a good thing. I've probably said this before, but it is a good thing that I don't use like Tinder or anything, because the amount of thought that goes into me swiping left or right, I feel like I would make horrible errors.
Gotcha.
It's spooky. I do look spooky. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm using the projector. That's why I look spooky.
Let's see. Hey, Elaine.
Hello, everybody.
She's driving into
Elaine,
work.
your name
No
shows
fun.
up. And Maritza, yeah, we've been hanging on to it because I thought we were going to cut it for you. And here we are, 10 years later. Still willing to cut it for you.
Thank you, Maritza. Do you have YouTube up, Sarah?
No, I have the Facebooks up and it keeps going away.
Okay. Because I legitimately can't figure out how to get into her.
Do you want me to try to pull up YouTube?
I think we can see the comments in here. I can see the comments, so I think we're fine.
I want to see the comments too.
Hey, Dana.
Hey, Dana. Hey, girl, hey.
Okay, give it just another minute. Anybody else who hasn't said hello, say hello so we know you're there and we're not ignoring you. If you don't say hello, we're going to ignore you unintentionally. So Sarah and I, in an attempt to really not have that weird echo sound that happens, are doing a microphone thing, which is why we have Sally on screen here
And Draco.
because she's our microphone. Or something's happening in here that allows us to do that. Hey, Marcy.
Hey, Mars.
So I'm in here. Hey, Jessa. I'm in here working on the computer. Sarah is out there cutting out fabric. That is why she is in the dark, because she uses the projector, which we can talk about. It's a game changer. It's awesomeness.
And you get to be spooky while you use it.
Thank you, Elaine.
What glasses sparkly ones?
Not only are you in the haunted house, you're doing like the doorbell terrifying.
I am, because you're so tiny. Because you're on my phone. Oh, I should probably be. Sorry, guys. I don't it's a work in progress. My entire life.
Okay, so our plan was just really to come out of hibernation, touch base on some different things that we need to touch base on. Number one being the beach bag pattern. So believe it or not, we came home and I sat down. Well, I didn't sit down. I stood up. I made the video so that I could take all the pictures. And then I was not happy with how it came out. Hey, Lindsay, we miss you.
Hi, Lindsay.
And then I was like, okay, I got to refilm that. I refilmed it. My microphone died. So then I had to redub it because I was not refilming it. And then I had to rewrite. It was going to need a rewrite based on my second attempt at filming because I made some changes. And then my brain said, I don't like any of that and I don't want to do it. So literally every time I thought about sitting down and doing that, my brain said, I would literally rather do anything else in the world than that. That included finally cleaning my sewing room that had not been cleaned for over a year, completely reorganizing every closet and cabinet in my house, doing all my laundry, all the things that were not doing the thing I really needed to do. So that's part of why we set this live up, so that I could be forced to stop avoiding it. And amazingly, I sat down today and started rewriting it and almost finished it. And I don't need any more judgment, Sarah. We listen and we don't judge. So the goal is for realsies to have that pattern out to those who took the class or bought an extra kit within the week. The video is done. I could send the video out early if anybody wants that. And that's exactly what happened, Catherine. It was like, I'm just putting it off for a day and then it snowballs. And the more it snowballs, the more my brain doesn't want to deal with it because I feel dumb for not having done it. But the lesson that I have learned is I won't do a class again if I don't have my pattern finished, because clearly I can't be trusted. Sorry. And for those of you who have had the delay, we will be sending a little I'm sorry coupon situation as well. What else do we have, Sarah? Hey, Jenna.
Nothing really.
We are working on our schedule. Our problem is these first few months of the year we're slammed with other stuff. So we have OSQE Lakeland and OSQE Atlanta coming up very quickly.
Back to back
at the beginning of March.
Mm-hmm.
I have no phone to look at to give you dates, which is where everything is. Even though I got this
and then the second
amazing daily planner that I need to start filling out. But so we have those coming up at the beginning of March that we've been doing some prep work for. We had to get all of our orders in an attempt to get everything done. And yes, we are doing OSQE Atlanta,
Mhm.
and that would be awesome. We'd love to see anybody who's close.
Heck yeah.
We're doing OSQE Atlanta and OSQE Lakeland. Sarah, do you know? Can you see the dates? I'll probably do the Googles.
Let me see. Just in case anybody's wondering, we are teaching the EBTM at both. We're teaching the Portlanders in Atlanta, a hoodie in Lakeland, and the Carissa at both of them. So if you're interested
Because Sarah
in any
likes
of
to punish
those,
Debbie.
I do. And we're going to have our Clippy Zippy make and take.
Yes.
So
Okay. So
my-
Atlanta is March 6th, 7th, and 8th. And Lakeland is March 13th, 14th, and 15th. So we're going back to back. And then we have a fun sew the last weekend of February that we're meeting up with some people just to do a brain break fun sew with the
Funsy funs.
Atlanta squad, with
Like
sewing
friends.
squad.
Because we like to sew for ourselves sometimes too.
Every once in a while.
But
Although
I'll
I will
probably
be
end
doing
up
plenty of
this
that
for-
this week. Because baby birthdays. Dana, both are fun. Thanks, Felinda. I just said those dates and then I still didn't write them down. 'Cause
What am I cutting now? I don't even
who
know.
needs organization?
Trying to like kind of all over the place in cutting. So
And then we're trying to put a couple classes on the schedule in February. There's really only one weekend we have that works, and it's Valentine's Day weekend
yeah,
in
which I want to
Orlando.
make.
Because we have a couple makeup classes that we're still doing for the hoodie, and those are on the books as well. We got a couple people that still haven't solidified a date with us, but we have done some Zoom classes now, or well, not Zoom. We've done some StreamYard classes, and it didn't go too terribly, did it, Brittany, Elaine? I know both of you were on. So we think we might be brave enough to Brittany, you're too sweet. To branch out and start doing some online classes as well.
We gonna see.
We're going to see how it goes, but they will be very small until we get better at it, because it was a little bit of a challenge to show how to sew, to hold the
I
pieces
feel like a
up and
big
show
part of
how
the
to sew.
challenge was just technology. You know,
Yes.
like just getting everybody's camera working, everybody's sound working, everybody's like, I can see you, you can see me. Like that was a lot of the class.
Yes.
So once we figure out how to kind of get around those issues, I think we'll have better luck.
And doing this microphone is one of the tests that we're doing with this call to see how that works out.
And I want y'all
And
to know.
Jenna has a sweatshirt planned.
Ooh.
What kind of cutter are you
Yeah.
using?
What do you mean your cutter?
That's
must
what I
know.
know. I'm like, tell me more.
Are you gonna
Yes.
bust into grease? I heard you take a breath.
I just breathe. Leave me alone.
I mean, I thought about it. So
I need to do it to live, apparently. Oh, on her yes.
Oh yes, duh.
Don't forget to use your
Yeah.
blade, Jenna.
Yeah, that's important, y'all.
It's a game changer. Oh, that's the cutter she means.
Yeah.
The hamsters are catching. Like the wheels go in, one
good thing
foot's
you got
out
a
on the
delay.
side, burning out.
Is it I can say something and then I can process it and then I can hear myself say it again. And then I can
Exactly.
That's a challenge of our microphone situation is that I we can hear ourselves on a like a 1 second delay, and I might have some sort of psychotic break listening to myself.
But it's better than the echo.
Yes, it's better than the weird alien womp womp.
Yes.
So
So we thought we were going to have a special guest tonight, my nephew Tony, but he ditched us.
Sally showed up instead.
So we got Sally instead. And yes, both of those things, holiday dream and perimenopause, is just kicking my ass. But we have a lot of stuff that we are trying to work out for the year of 2025. We'd love to hear what you guys would like for us to do for the year of 2025.
Yeah,
if
you want to come to a class in February and you have something that you're dying to make, let us know. Holla.
So we can say one of the classes that we have planned is already 100% the Zip Up hoodie, because we have had several requests. And hey, Mandy, sorry, didn't mean to, and Lisa, not sure if I said hi to you yet.
So just so y'all know, I see you can probably see me over here like struggling with my life. Using a projector is not hard, but I'm just now learning how to take PDFs that don't have a projector file and stitch them together and make a projector file with them. And it's kind of a nightmare, but super useful. So if you see me over here trying not to have a mental breakdown, it has 50% to do with my own voice and 50% to do with this PDF stitcher. Just throwing that out there.
That's her story, and she's sticking to it. Another weekend.
As if y'all remember, I'm not the techie one.
We would love another weekend event to teach and vend at.
Oh, you would? You see that, Jen?
You don't say.
Keep it coming, folks. I'm so close. Just get her. Listen, I'm telling you.
She is. Sarah is wearing me down hard. She's working on a fairly consistent, regular basis. But the one thing we have agreed on is if I I like that you see the hives already starting at the thought. If we did, it would be small. It would maybe a little bit larger than what we did, but nothing. I am not trying to do a whole. There is literally nobody that could talk me into that. Not even Sally coming to life right here on my desk.
No, even on that small scale, I mean, it was definitely, it was a lot, but it was unequivocally worth it. So
I like small because clearly I have social anxiety, but B, I like to be able to interact with everybody. So
yeah, I was so chuffed that like I knew everybody's name by the end of it. Like, as a person whose brain doesn't work most of the time, that was huge for me, because I like actually knowing people and not just being like, okay, thanks, bye. Like that was really cool for us, that we got to know a lot of you guys that we hadn't met before or hadn't gotten a chance to spend, any sort of quality time with. So yeah, that was
well, we
big for
did
us,
get to meet.
We definitely don't want to lose that.
At previous events, we've got to meet and got to know people, but they're so large.
Mm-hmm.
They were so large that it was hard to make real good connections and feel like I was able to truly have the conversations that people wanted to have.
And Jenna said something.
Thank you for all the offers of help. We won't be taking note. Hey, Lynette, we miss you. I have my bag up here, still talking to
Deb,
me.
we're already fully staffed. I mean, I just say.
So the problem is we're going to get off of this call and Sarah's going to be like, it's done. Well,
It's already done. You don't even have to get off the call. The people have spoken.
hey, Dawn.
Hey, Dawn. Hi, see, I remember Dawn. Next, Jenna, everybody's here. This is a good one. Yeah. See, we should fall off the face of the earth more often. Makes you guys, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Clearly.
So yes, clearly we have also been in hibernation for multiple reasons.
Yeah, I feel
personal and
super bad
just
about that. Like how like we
brain.
had the event and then like kind of disassociated. I mean, a lot of you know the reason, but it was just really, it was sucky. So we're sorry that we kind of ghosted y'all after our first big date. But we'll make it up to you this year.
This girl angling hard.
At night. I have that song in my head and it's literally taking my life.
It's not
I don't know where it came from. I haven't heard it in probably 17 years because why would you want to hear that? But yeah, here we are.
So now, hilariously, Sarah and I are considering a podcast.
What's it gonna? I thought it would be a YouTube.
I mean, it's the same damn
People like
thing.
to see our dumb faces.
Well, it's the same thing, though.
I mean, you have a beautiful face. My face is kind of dumb.
Listen, don't talk about my friend like that, number one. Number two.
Debbie comes in here with makeup on, like her hair like washed and brushed and stuff.
Listen, my hair has gone full 90s.
It's gonna be dark.
And I just leaned into it.
I love it. I love it. This is the only way I can draw. So I can draw like a little person face, but she always has like the big side, like this the off center part with like the big thing, and then like I just can't. That's the only hair I'm capable of drawing.
Samesies. So the reason we were thinking podcast is because every time and people get stuck in this shop with us, those poor unfortunate souls, we get told you guys should just record yourselves because we apparently are amusing to listen to just be stupid together. So that's what it would be. And it would, yes, it would be on the tube of you. And
so it would just be
whatever else.
What would it be?
I don't know. We got to figure that out. That's the dreams.
You can't call it a podcast.
But I got to finish the patterns. Number one goal
yes
of this lady is the pattern.
Oh, Jenna asked something about what we were bringing to the show. I saw a comment I wanted to respond to, and I keep.
Okay, yes, we would be bringing the kits that people are making. We also will have a make and take, clippy zippy make and take, and I have to run an idea by Sarah. Huh? How do you like it in that face back?
I remember when I needed at Sewing Studio.
What?
Now that we're not there anymore, I needed one of those sandpaper blocks for my cutting mat.
I will write as a note. Oh, there's one in my drawer.
There's one at my
It's
house.
Not sandpaper, but oh no, it won't work for yours. Never mind.
Yeah,
it's
I have one for lint
self-healing,
and one for scrapey. Because this is not a self-healing mat.
And of course, we'll have EBTM kits and fabric
lots
and
of EBTM kits.
the stuff.
Lots of clippy zippies. Fabric, notions, you know, the usual. Our beautiful selves. We're going to do a PDF pattern presentation. By we, I mean Deborah. So good things, all good things.
Yes, this woman, I tried to change. I was like, let's not do this pattern. Let's do this pattern. And she comes back to me and goes, well, we're going to do all three. It's
I'm
fine.
easily
It's
manipulated.
fine. She's claiming that they asked her to do all three, but then she
No, she
busted
didn't
herself
ask.
yesterday.
So I was like, oh, can we just change from
The
whichever?
Carissa.
I forget which one we were changing. We were going, can we change from the hoodie to jogger pants or something? And she was, I don't remember. I don't remember what I was trying to change, but I was trying to swap one for the other. And she was like, oh, yeah, well, we'll just move the dress to the day before, to the day before. And you can just do that Wednesday and then teach the other stuff. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do that. So I'm easily swayed.
Things Debbie's very skeptical on.
It's in her email. You can see the conversation. Jenna, we're teaching the
We're getting more
Carissa.
dang email.
We're teaching the EBTM in Lakeland and Atlanta. In Atlanta, we're teaching the Carissa dress and the Portlanders with the pocket hack. And in Lakeland, we're teaching the EBTM, the Carissa, and the Annabeth Raglan hoodie. So some oldies but goodies, just because we haven't done them at these OSQEs before, so they're good base knit patterns for people who quilt and have never tried to make clothes before. So, but here we're gonna do some more advanced stuff because a lot of you guys have been with us for years and are probably bored of making Portlanders. But I love Portlanders. Am I wearing them right now? I might be. No, these are green style flare pants. Salty so spooky so is fabric.
But then we're also looking at other fun weekend retreat things.
Yes, we definitely want to do more this year. We're not just doing the OSQEs. Jess, how close are you to Dallas? Are you are you in Dallas proper? Because there is an OSQE in Dallas that we might want to check out, but we're just not sure we want to drive. Okay, I'm not sure I want to drive all the way there with our stuff and have to pick up Debbie at the airport. So, but it's on the TBD list. We will be doing Virginia again though, because we definitely promised way too many people that we would be back. So
no way out of that one. I don't think that
September.
one has dates yet,
so you
though, does it?
Yeah, it's September. It's like the same weekend it was last year, 25th, 26th, something like that. Right by Paul's birthday again.
That's Fredericksburg, right?
Yeah. I feel like there's one in North Carolina that we talked about, but it was like the
25th, 26th, and 27th.
For Virginia.
Mm-hmm. I'll look up Dallas in just a second, but I'm pretty sure we didn't feel we could pull off Dallas.
Dallas is the first weekend in August. It's like this first, second, third, or something. So it's just going to depend on how our stuff kind of pans out because my big thing right now for the next couple of weeks is I'm going to be, what's the word? I want to say pattern testing, but that's not right. Debbie, what am I saying?
Striking.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to be making strikes, but I'm going to be trying a lot of new patterns now that I'm more settled into like Projectorlandia. I'm going to try some new stuff to see what we can start offering as classes as new things.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a cool one that we're gonna try probably next week in athletic. because we need to make more than just duet skirts and leggings, right?
So someone did ask for the duet skirt.
Is
Lynette,
local?
we will probably be having a social, which if you wanted to come to that, you can bring them because usually people bring UFOs or things that they want help with or whatever to those. And not technically close enough.
I'm getting distracted. I know I downloaded this pattern and I know.
Lisa, I see me too. Oh, is that you still need to fix your Portlanders?
Oh, what's wrong with your Portlanders?
Okay. So we are, like we said, we are working on that. Our next couple months of schedule. We are so proud of ourselves. We finally went between last week and this week and learned how to power on and use our 10 needle embroidery machine.
We can even thread it.
The lovely and amazing Fran Brown hooked us up today. I think she was very dissatisfied with the fact that we had not even plugged it in or used it yet. It was so bad. We took a class last week. The brother was in town, which is the maker of the machine. So we were like, we'll go to that and we'll learn something. And we're looking at the machine and we turn around to Fran and we're like, is this going to work? The things we're learning in here going to work on our machine? Because our machine doesn't look like that. And Fran looks and goes, what are you talking about? And I'm like, ours is metal here. It looks like they've clearly updated the machine. She's like, this is the exact machine you have. And she was not wrong. And I was ashamed.
We were like, what?
So, but yes, Carissa from class did not finish it. Definitely, we could do that during a UFO social situation.
This is the one that didn't
So
work.
I need to find a post-it notes. Hey, Boo, you want to bring me a post-it note from the top drawer? They're all out there.
Do you want a Salty So's post-it note or a Fandia Fabrics post-it note? God bless you.
I went the wrong way.
You're getting a Salty.
I can't be trusted.
It's a good thing I'm out there by myself. I'm gassy.
Okay. Anybody who needs to help finishing, just let us know. And if you're not local, like maybe we can set up, because it seems like we got a few people that still want to do something with their Carissa. Maybe we can set up another practice session for doing things on StreamYard. So we need the zip up. We need a salty social.
How do we feel about the word socialite? I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, do I like that word? Or is it too bougie?
I don't think it fits our vibe.
Yeah, it's too bougie. We're like a different kind of bougie.
Yes. Yes.
You know me, I'm always looking for words. Alliteration is my jam, if y'all haven't noticed. Why is this pattern 60 pages?
Because someone was having fun. That's what people always complain about when you're trying to transition them to PDFs is that I have to tape all those pages together. And that's why I say PDF plotting or the projector, which sociopath. I don't disagree with you, Lisa, but it's not a.
It's been done. I'm trying to Trying to blaze a new trail here, Elise. Oh,
Um,
layers.
but the projector situation that Sarah's using, we got that off of the projector Facebook page. The guy who sells them for $99 so far.
Let me
We've
tell you.
definitely made our $99 in pattern cutting out of it. So
If anybody wants a tip on projector using, let me tell you.
what's your tip,
Make
Sarah?
sure you write down what sizes you're cutting. And you will be very sad.
You don't say.
I do say.
Or
Very
link to the
sad.
guy. Wait a minute, what's in this information? I don't have his link, Elaine, but I can send you the Facebook page, and he posts in that Facebook page when he has them available, which is more regular than I would think. I don't know where these projectors are coming from, what
I
truck
think
they're
they get
falling
some
off
from
of. I mean,
schools.
I want to be clear, they
once they hit
definitely
X
look
amount
like
of
they've fallen off
hours.
of a truck.
Yeah, I mean, once they get them out X amount of hours on the bulb, I think that's when he gets them. But works fine for me.
Sarah, have you ever made the Kimmy by Sonia Step?
No, I've only made a couple of Sonia steps, but that is actually where I learned that I need to write down my sizes. Because I made a couple of Sonia step, but I had to make them different sizes, and I couldn't remember which one I made in which.
And Jenna, the short throw projector, Sarah, would you turn it around so they can see how close to the table that projector is?
And Jessica, I am just projecting onto the fabric. Oh, I can't just turn my, okay. So there's the projector. There's my table. There's my little laptop, my coffee. And yeah, and it's just, I mean, it's not a big setup. The projector is attached to a different table, and this is our cutting table. So everything just kind of moves around as we need it to. And when I'm not using the projector, we just put it away, and yeah, it's not stuck on our cutting table, and it's a blast.
Yep. And we were super, super, super lucky that Libby's wonderful husband, William, came and helped us finally figure out how to do it. And much like the embroidery machine made us realize it was not as challenging as we had built it out to be up here.
Jenna, what's not going to fit your boobies?
The pattern.
Oh, really? I thought Sonia Step was pretty good with sizing. Mean. All right, now let's find out what the.
So we also have other goals in the land of the salty sews, aside from just planning all of this stuff. Is I have a pattern of a pile of unfinished need to sew things happening back here that you can't see. And so we'll probably be going live a little bit more with actual sewing for the things that don't require a serger. I thought I was going to sew tonight, but I realize it's serger sewing that I need to do, and you can't. Sergers are so
Is that something you guys would be interested in? Like us doing like live sews and just kind of hanging out and doing the sew?
We are big body double people. If you've never body doubled, I can't stress enough how great it is to keep you focused, because left to my own devices, clearly I won't do the things I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, like before we had the clubhouse, and Debbie and I were like working from our houses or like our own sewing rooms, we would literally like just get on the phone and just be in each other's ear all day. Like my kids are like, "Are you still on the phone
Her
with Debbie?" I'm like,
children
"Yes, I'm still on the phone with Debbie,"
love it.
and they get in trouble.
And yes, we definitely should do a live show together, Jenna.
Yes, Jenna. Yes, Queen. Oh, this is such a
Okay,
pain
so
in
it
my
sounds
butt.
like yes, some live
Mhm.
sewing would be appreciated, and it would get us through our stuff that we need to do. And yes,
Yeah.
Elaine and Britt do it regularly.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, look at me. I guessed that right off the cuff. What? Sorry, I'm proud of myself. This is like a new skill for me. Also, I'm like, I'm doing something techie over here. So I feel like,
And if y'all didn't notice, Sarah felt the need to put her little Draco Malfoy guy in.
yeah,
She's like, if Sally's going to be in,
it was
Draco
either
needs
that
to
or my
be.
shot glass that Cat got me next time.
No,
So
man, I miss Cat.
I know, me too. She just friended me on Pokemon. So we exchanged gifts on Pokemon. So that's getting together.
Oh yeah, yes.
Ooh, yes, Jenna.
Something's happening with my blood sugar. We're going to be looking away from Sally for a minute.
Hmm?
Sorry,
All right, what
guys.
fabric was I after? I don't remember.
I am all about Galentine's sews.
Hell yeah. Smash the patriarchy.
We also have a need to figure out our salty crew. Some kind of salty crew get together. That's the other thing we want to do. We want to do a couple more things like we did out in the Tampa area where we did a little meetup, not to sew, but just to come together as a community
Just to
and
hang.
eat and talk and drink or whatever. I don't drink, but I can eat. I don't think that was called into question, but Sarah's giving me
that's another one of
vibes.
that's another one of the unknown facts of salty sews is that Sarah doesn't drink anymore. Sarah's decided that she's old and she needs to focus on health because I didn't have kids till late, right? So I'm going to be one of those like old moms, and I don't want to like look or feel like an old mom. So changes have been made. So I'm still just as fun. Don't worry. I'm just way less embarrassing now. Ask Debbie.
So we will definitely be putting up some venue options like place options. Hey, Connie. Wow, I just Bobby
Hey,
Brady.
Connie. I
Seriously.
know that was Debbie's. That's a different change than I thought you were going through.
Oof. Hey, Connie. And yes, Jenna just mentioned food on there. So we'll put a couple up. I know we wanted to do something like meeting up in the Disney Springs area or in the City Walk area or something.
Yeah, we
those lines.
definitely
Not
also
necessarily
talked
we have
about
to get into the park, but
a Brevard situation too,
what?
like the port grills or something. Like, cause we have a lot of people out in Brevard.
Yes. So we should put up a "Where are you" post,
Oh yeah.
and then we
Should
can
it
kind
be
of.
a poll? Just kidding.
Yeah, I know how you love your polls.
I do. I love data collection.
Okay, Central Florida North. Break that down for Debbie.
North. Central Florida North. What does that mean? Is that us?
I don't think that's us. Aren't we south?
No.
We're in Oviedo.
I'm East Orlando, and you are north of Orlando. Well, I guess like we are in Oviedo, so we are north of Atlanta.
Britt's like, come to South Carolina.
Oh, you're right about on that. I know, Jess. Isn't that some bullshit? Pardon my French. Geriatric pregnancy. I was like, y'all want to throw down? Is that what we're doing here? Geriatric.
So we've got quite a few options. We do want to go, I don't know that we'll make it all the way to Birmingham, but we do want to go into that area, close to the tri-state area where they, I think like Alabama, Florida, Georgia, kind of all become buddies with each other. That's where our good
Florala.
buddy Dana is.
Yeah, Dana's out in
Outs-
Pensacola.
Yeah, outside. Listen, geography and me, not friends. Jenna's north of Florida. I want to go to
Jenna, you're in
Jenna's
what we
just because
call
I
the
want to see
Great
the
White
farm.
North.
Hmm?
Jenna's in what we call the Great White North. So I might be going to Edinburgh for 4th of July again for Paul's family thing. Right, because, yeah. Yeah, so if I do, I'm going to go visit Jenna at the farm. I'm excited. And dye some stuff. I'm stupid. Oh, well.
Central Florida, outside of Lake City.
Lake City, Lake City, Lake City.
I'll have to look that up.
It's not coming.
Because I'm terrible. I pretty much drive in a 10-mile radius.
This is where I point
And
out
technically-
Sarah's lying to you all.
Sarah drives.
Sarah does not drive.
Yes, that
Passenger
would be amazing,
princess.
Jenna. See, Lynette's like me. She says if Connie will drive her, she'll go anywhere.
See, she's a passenger princess too.
It's
Another
the same
tip for
situation
projector.
over here.
Another tip for the projector. If you value your sanity, flip your fabric inside out and cut on the white side. If you're using a custom.
Okay, 1075. All right.
Because busy is not your friend.
Certified passenger princess. Yes.
I'm a driver. I've always been a driver. I enjoy driving.
So, what questions do y'all have for us? Sarah's gone totally dark over there.
I'm loading a new pattern. Now I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I needed to see if I can download it. Anybody try any new patterns lately? Yes, Dawn. It is definitely a smart choice that I was not making initially.
So, Connie, for us, our next events are the OSQE events in Atlanta and Lakeland. There is definitely pressure to do another Salty Sew Something weekend.
Keep it on.
We're in
Keep it
negotiations
hot and heavy, folks.
on Sarah talking Debbie into that. I just got rid of the hives from the last time we talked about it
It's fine. You're fine.
at the beginning of this call.
Everything's fine. Oh man, no.
Do we have a Dapper Day dress idea yet? So technically, yes. Sarah, tell us.
What do you mean?
Dapper Day dress. I know
One
you.
that I made?
Yeah.
I made. Well, I don't know if you guys know Mary Beth and Melissa, but if you saw the picture of Mary Beth for Christmas, she was wearing a cashmerette Upton, which is a dapper idea. That is a very lengthy class.
Yes, it would not be a one-day class.
Yeah, woven patterns are tough because there's a lot of fitting involved. So like we had to try on, take off, adjust, take off. Like there's a lot to it to get it to fit properly. That is part of the reason that I started actually doing more knit patterns, because I didn't want to do all of that. So as Autumn got older and stopped being like a, a little kid, like having a little kid body, I was like, yo, I don't want to do all that. So yeah, that's actually what got me into knits. But it is a beautiful dress. I'm not taking anything away from the dress, but it's definitely would be a lengthier process. It would be like a weekend event, because it's not
Hi,
hard.
Mayor.
It's just involved, if that makes sense.
So
Yeah,
it would
that
be
gets it.
a couple things about it. It would be a smaller class
Mm-hmm.
and it would be a longer class. These people are not, they're not letting it go.
Elaine, I would love to. I would definitely love to do something like that. It's just a matter of where and when. But I would really like to do something of that nature. Debbie, don't make that face. I'm seeing a past face, though. I'm not seeing a present face. See, I get a delay in your facial expressions when I'm in the other room. So I can't accurately gauge if you're making the I'm just humoring her face, or if
It depends. For general retreats, we have some thoughts and plans for those. We're trying to finalize those for the salty sew something weekend, if that's what you're asking. I hear you.
she doesn't hear you. She's got situational deafness.
You are not wrong, Jenna. I can see how red my face has gotten.
You like us.
We'll get there.
All right. What line am I cutting? Good Lord in heaven. Oh, you got layers?
What are you
Don't
cutting?
tell me you got layers. Also, on the projector, you can use your layers. Oh, I use a special program for it. So I guess, yeah, if we're ever going to actually have an intelligent conversation about projectors, I'll tell you guys more about this. But
would you guys be interested in an actual projector focused discussion?
got to be down with the haunted house, though. My nose is cold.
It's chilly in here.
It's 68. I'm hot, though. I'm having a perimenopause event, but my nose is cold. Y'all, 42 has been a blast so far. Let me just say that.
What?
So 42 has been a flippin' blast. I'm having a great time.
Come on. You got 10 more years. I got 10 years on you, girl. If it's on video, yes to the projector, it would be on video. And Connie, you're missing out. Once you start using it, it's really freaking awesome. Because of the new program that they have.
Projector, I'll have Debbie set up recording studio style so you guys can see everything. And you don't have to just look at my face and see the video go like that. Jenna, don't tell me that. I gotta live through another 8 months of this. 9, whatever.
Don't be deducting time.
Debbie, does that baby wear a diaper?
What?
Does the little one wear a diaper?
Yes.
So you want to rise for diaper bum on Portlanders? It
Yeah.
was not an option on the leggings.
That's fine.
I was like, what is this extra line? What's happening here?
Ooh, podcast on personalizing the fit of clothing items. That's a good one. I'm trying to remember if there was anything else we had on our listy for talking about.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Scaling
Excuse me again.
your pattern is really helpful for that. And that's actually where the projector can come in really clutch. Because you can, if the pattern allows for it, you can put up multiple sizes so that you can grade into, like if you need your hip to be bigger than your waist, you can grade in correctly.
Also, something you need to
I
make
like
a
it.
note of, so you know what the hell you did. If you want to recreate.
I feel you on that, Connie. I just recently, finally, briefly, used my cylinder arm. I was stuck on the 1181. I'm like, this one works the way I want it to work. It's what I'm going to use. But I finally said I need to sit down and use this cylinder arm. And I have. I still have literal pile of projects right here that I need to finish on it, but it's going to happen. At least I did it. I understand the productive situation as well. Sarah and I will start. We'll start off so focused and lasered in on what we're supposed to be doing, and within 5 minutes, we are no longer laser and focused in. For Christmas, my husband got me one of those little recorder take notes thing for you.
It's fantastic.
And the notes for me and Sarah's meetings. But they're
Tell me
all
about it, like,
over the place. And literally it
magical.
tells us at the end, it gives me a list of, so you talked about these things, but you never finished talking about these things. You might want to have another meeting. And it's all the
Right.
things we were supposed to have talked about.
Awesome.
And grading on the projector is very nice because, like I said, you can have both sizes up. So you can literally just kind of float in and out. I wouldn't draw it. I would just follow it with a rotary cutter, or that's what happens. Is
and
it's just kind of
transfer it
follow.
onto paper in case it works, so you know exactly what you did.
Say your sentence again from the beginning.
If you're going to grade on the projector, you know, you can do it just with your rotary cutter and, you know, cut with your heart. But I would absolutely make a little template of the areas that you did that on, so you can recreate it and you're not kind of winging it every time you make it again. Oh my God, Jenna, it's awesome. It like literally puts it in like a list. Like it's wild.
It's the size of like a credit card. I carry it around in my wallet, so I always have it. And anytime we start talking, I just pull it out and start recording because we so often forget the great ideas that we've had, which is why he got me this. But it's
I
super
wish you were
portable.
recording this because you could see it would probably tally how many people told you that we needed to do salty so something. it'd be like, he talked about that a lot. You should probably do it. It would definitely, and it would say some crap like that. Like it would be like, okay, so this was a hot topic. Maybe look into it more. Yeah. It would. You know it would, Debbie. Don't even try to play.
It's called the Plaud, Jenna, Plaud, and it's super, super powerful and awesome. It's amazing. I loves it. Just gonna. You are not wrong, Elaine.
Are they y'all talking smack out there?
That's all this girl does.
My legs hurt. Now what do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do? You need to talk some. I know she's not on. I feel sad. Today is Janice's birthday, I just saw.
Oh, it is? Well, happy
Yeah.
birthday, Janice.
Happy birthday, Janice.
We love Janice. I miss you.
I know. I feel like we just haven't. There's so many people that the events that we've missed, we haven't got to see.
Yeah.
Sad about.
Too many people that are too far away.
Mm-hmm.
All y'all need to just move to Florida. That'll solve that.
That'll solve it all.
Yep. Brittany, it's on Facebook. Oh no.
What's on Facebook?
Hold on. Technical difficulties.
Where do I try to see? Yeah, I think you're the only person that's in YouTube. Yeah, that's why you can't see anybody, because it's. What are the must-have tools for someone who has just started garment making? Either a serger or a machine with a zigzag stitch. And most people, I would recommend starting with that machine with the zigzag stitch to make sure it's your desired path in life. Although you can 100 million% get a serger on Facebook Marketplace for $100 and $100 or less often. So before you go buy a brand new brother, because that's usually what most people start out on, I would look at Facebook Marketplace for what's up and available on there.
And make sure if you're getting a serger, it has differential feed.
Yes.
You will be sad if it does not.
This is important. So beyond that, the next most important thing is having just some knit scraps before you try and sew a project. Sew your knit scraps. Just practice bringing 2 pieces of knit together, looking at your seams so that you can learn which stitch length you want it to be, etc. And then beyond that, obviously you want to pick a couple of good simple patterns, and a great starter pattern is always a raglan with a hood, not a neckline. Necklines are a next level situation. Although some people take to it super easy. I'm not one of those people.
Not very many people.
So everything Debbie makes has a, if I can make it that way. Having a rotary cutter is critical. A seam ripper, it's critical. I'm sitting here kind of looking at my EBTM into it to decide. Yeah, cutting mat. You're right, Jessica. The people who cut fabric with scissors,
Oh my god, I
you
literally
get
can't.
such a better precision cut
Like
with
it
a
looks like I
rotary.
chewed it apart if I
Yes,
do scissors. Like it's so wild.
it's not a good situation. What are my words? What else? Yes, French or curved ruler is also helpful. For a beginner, I don't know that that's really critical because that's something that would come.
Everybody needs to tuck their tails, right?
Everybody needs to what?
Tuck their tails.
Tuck their tails.
Yeah, with the prim.
Oh yeah, so a prim, which
Oh, I
is the
thought you
thing that
said
helps
that
you
was-
pull the threads through when you get to that end that isn't locked with another seam. You need to tuck your tails, and the prim helps you. A prim helps you do that. They've also got something called a hooker that helps you do it. We definitely have a preference for the prim, which is PRYM. We do have them.
For sale at saltysews.com.
If it would have the letters DF in the name usually.
Yeah, it usually has D in the title.
Yes.
All right.
Man.
Wow, really, Dawn? The teeny tiny? Interesting. I'm team 60 or 45. The 28 I usually use. I'm cutting like tiny stuff, like when I do like little stuffies and stuff, I'll use my 28.
Well, the 28 is also helpful for like when you have to come into small corners. But
And you don't
when
want
you get better at garment sewing, you realize that the precision in those areas is not as critical on knit the way that it is with woven. And most people are wanting to learn garment sewing to learn knit specifically. But the 60 or the 45, I prefer the 45, Sarah's 60, just because it moves so much quicker and the blade doesn't run out as quickly. And what's QuiltCon, Britt?
Oh, that's right. I've heard of that.
But I definitely do have the baby for the 28 for the situations where I have a intricate space to hit.
I have all lots of things, of course.
And if though with those things you can, and yes, seam ripping is evil always. With those things, you would definitely be ready to start your garment sewing. Modern Quilt Guild puts it on. Think Comic Con, but for quilters. That sounds large.
Yeah, I remember them going to it last year.
Who's going with you? Excuse me. Who's going with
Where
you,
is it
Miss
again?
Britt? it just you and Matt? Or
Yeah, where's it at?
oh, Elaine's going. Fun. Massive.
Aww. You two are cute.
Jenna's determined this year. Well, you have a surger, so you have a good start.
Yes. Oh, Jenna and I were talking about our words. So you know how you can like, you're supposed to like make a word for the year.
Oh no!
And
Tell me more about this.
yeah, there's actually a book that I read when I was a big wig over at Pampered Chef. But it's a why did I download the kids pattern? I'm an idiot. So it's called One Word. So it's you just take basically your goals and kind of sum them up into one word, and you focus on achieving that word basically. And mine is usually the same, which is kind of ironic, but mine's consistency, and it is something that I have always struggled with, always. So it is typically my word for the year, and again, it is again my word this year. And Jenna said hers is determination, and I love
No,
that.
hers is
Yours is
preparation.
preparation. Just kidding. But it's good.
Mine is completion.
Complete. That's good. Debbie's is salty so something. 2025. Does anybody else have a word? I can't be the only one who just thought of this, because there's definitely a book. It's literally called The One Word. Why do I only have this pattern in child sizes? I want to make it, but I'm not a child. And I don't want to make it for my children.
Focus. That's a good one. Focus is legitimately a consistent problem for us.
See, consistency. I'm consistently unfocused, so I'm achieving things as we speak. No, I haven't. That's always been a problem for me, is staying the course.
I definitely have a similar. I don't know if consistency would be the word for me, but that's why I go with completion, because as we know, that often my brain will shut down if I'm trying to make it do something it doesn't want to do, and then I just do nothing.
Yeah.
Mine's
like a follow through problem. So I feel like if I focus on being more consistent, it will like help me follow through. And I think yours is kind of related to that too. But yours is like it's that completion paralysis.
Mm-hmm. Executive dysfunction.
Getting worse. Yes, exactly.
And Suzanne, Belinda's is upright.
Fair, Belinda. Priorities.
Suzanne is, if I had one word for the year, mindfulness. I like that. Pay attention.
Absolutely.
Yes. That's a big one.
To be mindful for sure of all of the things, it's not even, that's a very broad, and that's good. Oh, that's what I wanted. Sorry, I'm shopping in my patterns now.
So if you're watching this post live and you make it to this part of the show, put your word in the comments.
Yeah, leave your word in the comments. Let's get.
Yes, they
not
do,
everybody's
Jenna.
got a word.
I cannot say my word for the year on here.
Inspire others.
Now I'm super curious.
Connie, what's that mean? Oh, Jenna. Let's see what Jenna's laying down.
Mm-hmm.
Debbie's gonna have an aneurysm. It's fine. She's
I
fine.
just forgot how to write OSQE. I got QSEO
Wow.
over here. Oh, wait a minute. I think this one
Oh, I'm so stupid. I keep downloading patterns to my desktop, but I'm not downloading them to my desktop. So I'm like, why is this not on my desktop? I can't find it.
I need a
Well,
word
because
from
it's
maybe sanity.
maybe sanity.
So
It's overrated.
sanity might be like a word for taking time to yourself, which self-care.
Self-care. Yeah, Crystal, that is definitely something that you
New
need
moms all
as
need.
a 2 under 2
Yeah.
sufferer.
Squirrel. That's a good one. Organization. Yes, yes. Schedule. I need to get on a better schedule. Connie,
That's
sing it.
I feel that, Connie.
That is why I am currently actively trying to fill out my book.
I love filling out books, but then I never look at them again. See, Debbie bought me this years and years ago. This puppy, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful book. I'm not using it to its potential. I basically use it as a notebook and make notes in it, and then never look at them again. But it's a beautiful book, and it's a very, very nice format. I'm sure she has more left if you want to get one, because it's fantastic. But don't be me.
Excuse me. It has so many good breakdowns and stuff in there.
Especially if you do shows and stuff. Like even if you just do shows as like a maker, like it helps you track events, and like you can do comments after the fact, like what sold, what didn't sell. Like it's all your costs. You can like it's Debbie, make me use this year. Because if there's things that we're not good at tracking, it's all of those metrics. Yeah, like I have So Magical Texas 2023. I filled out the first page and like a couple of things. And then I just moved on with my life and never finished it.
Good job.
Ooh, thread loop. Is it good? Because I have hundreds of patterns and I'm trying to organize them like on my desktop at home. So I at least have some sort of like backup to them. And I'm realizing how many I actually have.
Productive. I like that one. Not necessarily materialistic, but productive. Yep. And Jessica, typically I don't do well with planners either, but I'm giving it a try. But what I do is because I always have to write stuff, it's what makes it stick in my brain. So I'm trying to write it in the planner and then it goes into my phone. Because my phone I always have with me.
Yeah,
not
if it's
so
not
much
on
the
our phone
planner.
calendar, it's not happening. We're getting a little better with that.
Ooh. Going to look this. Is it for the phone, Jenna, or
Oh, you can log projects too?
computer? That's the word.
Well, I'm gonna have to look at that. Debbie, write that down. I wish you were, again, I've said this before, I wish you were running the plot right now.
I am running the Debbie version of the Plod Note.
I mean, this is a recorded conversation.
Is it? I don't know if it is or isn't.
Again, but about listening to us again.
Phone or desktop, nice. I have it open on my computer as well to take a
Sweet.
little gander at it. Because we definitely we are in desperate need of some pattern organization and project organization.
Yeah.
My big goal, aside from my word, is to get through some of my backlog of fabric. I have, and this has been my goal for several years. I've not accomplished it, but I have so much fabric. I have to sew through some of it, which means we need to do another. We need to plan more weekends that involve our sewing.
Oh,
time
you
as
mean
well.
we need to play more salty sew some things? That's a great idea, Debbie.
That does not allow me to sew.
That's true.
Nice try. I don't think I'd upload all my clothing patterns because I know I already kind of have a system with those, but I have bought so many bag patterns that I have literally never even looked at. Like, I was just like, it's on sale. I'll buy it.
Yeah, I have a metric F ton of both.
So,
and I have like 2 full Kallax bins of like printed patterns. Like, it's a situation. Man, I thought we had more of this.
I like that, Brit. At least once a quarter, we've got to do a clean your sewing space live. For us, it would be clean your shop. My husband just moved into the same plaza with us, and the shade they throw at the mess me and Sarah make of our space is
so disrespectful.
It's disrespectful.
And they just show up. I'm like, well, if it's so disgusting, stay home.
But they keep coming into our space. I'm like, don't come.
Yeah, because we're more fun. Has anybody made the Harlow?
Oh, I know.
Sonia Step Harlow. Suzanne's like, I ain't cleaning nothing, but I'll come.
Suzanne probably keeps her stuff super organized.
That's true, yeah. Suzanne probably does not have a disaster.
If I even think about sewing, I destroy my space.
I'm one of those people that likes to like clean in between projects. Like,
our lurker Tony just spoke up. That's my nephew.
okay, you're supposed to come visit.
And he would help us clean.
Yes, he would.
He's the only one out of that crew. And congratulations, Tony just bought his house today.
Yes,
he just
Tony
closed
is a
on
baby, but he's an official homeowner. We're very proud of Tony.
Yes.
All right. What's the back room?
Hey, June.
For me.
So, Elaine, I thought the same thing about my space, and Sarah can attest. It was, it was bad scene that I couldn't make. It was so bad I couldn't make myself go into the room. Yeah, and to avoid writing the beach bag pattern, I made myself go into the room, and my sister body doubled with me for that one, and it took me 2 days, but I did it. I mean, I put all my fabric away, folded it, put it in the places it should be, all the things. And in my head, that was not even a possible thing to do. So I'm pretty stoked that I accomplished it. But yet, every time I've gone back out there, I've had to mentally make myself clean up after myself so that it doesn't get that way again.
Oh, you know what?
Sarah, would you say
Yeah.
Elaine's is worse than mine was, or
No. Mm-mm. I mean, you have an equal amount of stuff, but yours was at the point where I don't know. Elaine's is pretty bad too.
like my whole floor? I mean, table, every space was covered in something, including the floor.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Like
there
that's
was,
the thing. Like Elaine doesn't have stuff all over the floor. She's at least
yes,
got that going for her.
yeah. Valinda is lucky; she has someone that comes in and does her organization for her.
I know.
It's nice chatting with you, Lynette.
Oh, bye, Lynette.
Yeah, I went in. I don't remember what we were packing for or doing, but I had to do some sewing. I had to do a bunch of batch sewing. Plus, I had to pack stuff up to go. And I just trashed the room. I was paying no attention to anything I was doing. And when I was done, I looked around and went, "Ooh, this was a bad decision."
Ooh, bye.
And I would step in there again for almost a year.
Hate that.
I mean, I stepped in to get depressed and walk back out.
Yeah, like it was a long time before she went in there again. But I mean, then again, we have the shop, so we can come mess up the shop and stuff.
And we do.
Ooh, yes. If anybody can see through the haunted house, they will know that. Anybody answer my question about the Halloween?
There we go. Sorry. Jenny, you motivated me to start cleaning mine. Looks like we got to go look at something that Jenna has done. She's updated her space.
Oh, that's right.
I don't see things unless Sarah tells me to look.
I try to keep her updated with the world.
I should make that one of my goals for 2025, getting better at social media.
Well, I mean, that's definitely one of our goals always. Because we are just not the best at that.
No, we're not.
It's not that we're not on social media. I mean, Debbie's not as much.
Well,
she's on the TikToks.
My social media of choice may be going away. And I'm so sad. They can't take away my thirst traps. Actually, I haven't even been that much into thirst traps. As much as being involved in everybody's business.
Yeah.
I love a good tea time. But it's like TikTok's like, we're going away, and the last couple days has been throwing me thirst traps. Like,
it's like, remember these?
Yeah. Let's look at something less sad.
Ow.
Pinterest, YouTube, and my blog are my
Pinterest.
I don't even think, I can't even imagine what I would put on Pinterest. But YouTube. Yeah, agreed, Jenna. So we know we're going to do a zip up hoodie class because we have so many immediate requests in to do that one. We were discussing a Galentine's Day live sew. And Sarah just busted in this room like the Kool-Aid man, gave him a heart
know.
attack.
Oh, that's with me.
And we're open to other suggestions for classes. We know we have some people who have some UFOs they want to finish, and then we have some folks who, there was something else that was suggested. Do you remember, Sarah? A salty social
Yeah.
for the UFOs, but I feel like there was something else that I didn't write down.
I don't know. Whatever people want to do. We're down. Let's hang.
Hey, Krista.
Krista's here. Hi, Krista. Yeah, I didn't even know people still used Pinterest, Jenna. I need to get my
Yes, the
sort
EBTM
my
would be a
life
good
out.
thing for the Pinterest. Yeah. It's the place. I'm here for it. And Sarah is, her goal while I'm working on finishing the pattern and updating our website, is she's going to be doing some demoing of patterns that we have to look for good class candidates that are something different from the norm of what we've been doing. Are you talking about the Napa, Belinda? Did not mean to do that. This thing?
Oh, I could put one of those suckers on, dance around here if you need me to. I'm not going to. I like her. Oh, yes, you have mine.
Yes.
Oh, hey, that's mine. I was like, I thought it was out here. All right, sleeve.
I used to be on Pinterest so much, and I just TikTok took over all of that stuff. Because Pinterest was a big place where I went for like Elaine recipes and stuff like that. But again, TikTok does that. So I've gotten some great recipes. That's what I think I'm going to miss the most. Is
Well, you're gonna have to get on
the ability to have
Pinterest
access to
bandwagon.
them recipes.
Right. Nope, that wasn't it.
I have been pretty good lately with trying my new recipes within 2 weeks. And if I don't, I just take it off. Because I'm like, clearly, it didn't interest me enough to cook it. I'm going to put in your.
I don't cook. I mean, I should more than I do, but just not really.
Oh, look at that picture, Jenna. Love it. I'll follow you. I can't even remember. Oh, yeah. There's all my recipes. And now I'm hungry. Jessica, I did too. I think it's called the Graceful Baker. I bought some of her classes and stuff, and I am mesmerized with royal icing and stuff now. I thought it was such a more difficult process. Not that it's easy. It is definitely a skill, but I'm pretty impressed with my process. I'm holding out hope that it's not going to go away, but I'm trying not to be too hopeful. I mean, I've already, given all my data to my Chinese spy, so I'm covered there. We've already reunited on Red Note. That's actually, I'm going to have to look through yours, get some ideas. Got it all organized, soft holiday aesthetic. I like it. Ooh, tattoo ideas, says the woman with not a single tattoo. And
I was going to say, Debbie, you don't need those. I've already
her
got some.
cookies, I was so, I probably would have never tried without watching her videos and going, oh, that's actually really simple. Like I way overcomplicated it in my head. So Jenna, we are definitely going to have a discussion on how you use this for design planning, because I am here for it. Backyard sanctuary. Yes, please. I mean, I technically have a backyard sanctuary, but I don't go to. I go on occasion.
Just look at your dead plants.
My backyard, the backyard, outside, not in the patio. The plants are thriving.
Right, where nature takes care of them, not Debbie.
Yes, exactly. Well, listen, all the plants in the house are rocking.
No, they're not. You're lying right out your face.
I
was just at your house
absolutely
the other
am
day,
not.
And everything on that kitchen counter is dead.
Tony, are you still in here?
Tony,
Can you tell her my kitchen counter
she's lying,
plants
all
are
these
doing
people.
beautifully?
No, they're not. They're half dead. I looked at them the other day and I almost watered them. I was like, nope, I'm going to let them live out their best lives.
You are crazy pants.
With the little time they have left.
Now there is the one.
Oh, see, now there's the one.
But that's not the one on the counter. That's the one that died quite some time ago, and it's finally starting to come back to life. And no, I don't go in the backyard, Tony. That's not my problem. But it could be a sanctuary if I did. But Tony, I'm going to need you to come in and defend my house plants.
It's lovely when the fence people aren't there.
Tony has a favorite house plant. They die when I go out of town. He's not wrong.
And
actually, over Christmas, they got moved into Adrian's office. Out of sight, whole situation. But they have since recovered from that stay in Adrian's office. But
I resurrected the whole back patio that one time you went somewhere. It's out there every day watering.
I have.
Come on, guys, you can do this.
Thoughts and prayers for my back patio plants. I'm worried about my desert rose because I did not bring it in for the freeze.
Oh shit! I didn't know you were supposed to.
I go on and off with it, but she was not doing great from the summer. So when they're not doing great to begin with, you should definitely bring them in.
I cannot keep a desert rose alive to save my life. Millie
but
gave
that
me
desert
one
rose I've had for 13 years, 14 years.
Yours is like just resilient. Like Millie gave me one. I think it died.
I think once you get it past a certain stage, it just kind of does its own thing.
Well, its own thing is to die. That was what mine decided.
See, Tony's backing me up. They're now all in their proper places and have recovered gracefully.
Tony, you know there's some of them that are dead. She'll still love you even if you tell the truth.
I'm going to send you a picture tomorrow.
It's going to be a dead plant.
But the one that does the best is the dining room table. That's both me and Tony's favorite. Sarah, you look like you just glitched.
What do you mean the dining room table?
There's a plant on the dining room table.
What dining room table?
The table, the small table that's kind of pushed up against the wall in the dining room, the little,
Over by the window?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, what?
Sarah is cutting. Are you cutting Portlanders right now, or?
No, I've decided that I'm gonna do a strike Harlow out of our salty fabric,
Ooh.
because the only thing I have out of our salty fabric is that pajama top looking shirt that I made.
I have my zip up hoodie over here, which I was gonna sew this week, but to take with me to St. Louis, but now I think I should hold it for the
Well, you still got a whole other week. No reason to
Salty
hold
Sew
it.
Something class. Or not Salty Sew Something class, not
Oh, salty sew something class? Weird.
for
Weird how
the
those Freudian slips
Salty
happen.
Sews class in February.
Y'all heard it. I know you did. Working on the Harlow currently.
What does the
Oh, this
Harlow
fabric
look like?
is so wrinkly. I shouldn't be embarrassed, but I don't care. I'll deal with it after.
Who makes the Harlow?
Sonia Stefan. No, I love her patterns. She's got good patterns.
Are you doing the stripe in the middle?
I am.
The racing stripe?
Nope. And I'm not.
I like the Harper. The Harper looks like your bag.
What's the Harper look like?
It's got the diagonal jam. It's got the stripey, but it's a diagonal.
Oh yes, I think I have that one too. I want to do the one that I opened up that I thought I had was from Pattern Niche, is the elevation,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a point. It's like, you know, the Ellie and Mac, the book club top that I have.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, but it's a hoodie.
Hmm.
And I love that book club top. So,
oh well, I guess the Harper is a hoodie. Well, this is a hoodie too. Never mind. I know we were talking about a rainbow.
oh, that's the Kimmy, I want to say.
Okay. I feel like this
is.
Harper would lend itself to that as well.
Yeah, that was Mary Beth just got that. I think it was Sonia Step.
The Kimmy?
And yeah, I think it was
That's
one she
the one
just
that
came out with.
the Kimmy is the one Jenna was asking about.
Oh, the new one? That's like a I've never made it.
But the tatas wouldn't fit.
Oh. Well, we better
So I
look into
wonder.
that, because
I wonder what.
Who are these people? Let's figure this out. But anyway, we're going to attempt to make a rainbow.
I have faith in you. We had a drink every time we heard retreat on this call.
For real.
Yes, and then you would all forget, and we'd be better.
No.
Hello, Fran.
Hey, Frangipani. Oh, God, I keep touching this microphone. I don't mean to. To pocket or not to pocket?
Patterns for the No Tatas Club.
Hey, I'm in that club.
Why am I frozen? Ugh.
Hi, Leland.
Hi, Leland.
We miss you. Fran's keeping you from us.
Mm-hmm.
She's gatekeeping our boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Unacceptable. We were trying to get her to come here. We were like, Leland can bring you, and then we can all do the visits.
Yeah. Get
Yeah.
a ride from Leland. Stupid song is still in my head.
We were telling everyone about our lessons with you today, Fran.
Yes. Life lessons with Fran Brown.
Yes.
Autumn bands always just feel like very.
You figured out what was wrong with the settings in the 10 needle? What were they?
Oh, good. Teach us how.
I'm going to use the Yzma print. Ooh. Okay, we're going to need to see that, Jenna. You have to turn on manual settings in the menu. Okay. We will try that this week I was trying to look up something I wanted to embroider. So Valinda will be starting the Auroras next week.
The what?
Jenna's Auroras.
Oh, nice. I really don't want to do a kangaroo pocket. Does anybody else absolutely despise doing kangaroo pockets? Just me? Just so extra. But I hate not having one. So, like, this sweatshirt doesn't have one, and I'm constantly trying to stuff stuff in the pocket. I suppose I should give myself one.
This probably sounds like a beginner question, but how many spools of thread should I be using on my serger? 4. I don't like anything I need to sew on my machine. No. 5 is overkill. Actually, I don't even think 5's an option.
I feel like ours might do 5, but it's not a standard option.
Yeah, it's that extra stitch that goes in on jeans. That safety stitch, I think.
Yeah, it's the double straight stitch.
Yeah, it's an extra safety stitch. Which, unless you're wearing your clothes tight, you don't need to use it. And yeah, I remember the Triumph we learned. It's one of the ones we learned when we were being the best students ever. When we met each other.
We are legendary.
Take ourselves all the way back to that fateful day. Yeah, Brittany. It does draw the eye exactly where I do not want the eye drawn.
Are you talking smack about this hoodie?
4 pockets. Britt and I are just commiserating over another reason we don't like kangaroo pockets. I also don't like kangaroo pockets because if it's not sewn on straight, it's so obvious. And then I have to seam rip and do it again because I can't just go, it's fine. That's not my. Fran, while trying to teach us the embroidery machine, was like, you don't have to put the colors in the right place. You just look where the colors are and you'll be fine. And my OCD said, I could never.
Nothing about that is fine.
Libby!
Hey, Libs.
Need poopies. The boobies need to breathe, I agree.
Whose boobies are breathing? Don't give Brady any ideas.
And yes, it has been too long, Miss Libby.
Yes, Libby and I are working on it.
I miss Miss Millie too.
Millie
And I feel like the babies are going to be completely grown before we see them again.
I know, right? They're going to be in college.
Can't have that.
See them again.
Gotta get out and about. Out and about.
Uh-oh. I think I've had the projector on too long. It's getting spotty.
Long Island. Is she coming back to Florida, Libby?
According to her Facebooks, she is.
According to her Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she said something about training at MCO. And I was like, what?
Nice.
I don't understand. Oh, okay. I don't hate this kangaroo pocket.
What's different about it?
Because it's got those seam, I can sew it in on the top and the bottom. I don't have to cover stitch the top and then like sew it on.
Nice. Okay, I could do that.
Easier. Yeah. You only
She
have
moves
to
back
cover
September
stitch, like,
21st.
the side
Yay.
where your hands go.
I don't think I've ever actually met Lauren. No, I have. At the baby shower, I think.
Yes.
Okay. All your babies back. Libby's just collecting them like little duckies.
Listen, I wouldn't want to be far away from Libby either. I don't ever want to be far away from Libby. She didn't even birth me.
All right, we are in our last few minutes. What's the hoodie you're doing, Sarah, again? The Harlow?
Harlow.
By Sonia Estep.
Mm-hmm.
You put a kangaroo pocket on a nightgown? I could see that. I have a couple pairs of.
I'm like,
I have a couple like t-shirt PJs that I love the pockets on.
Yeah, because if you put it on like the sides, it'll just like make it more. But a kangaroo pocket is really.
So we are in our
clips.
Last few minutes of the hibernation chat. Any last questions, recommendations, requests?
Any final words?
Final words.
Another thing I do, I'm just thinking of things that are useful for other people possibly, is while I'm cutting, if I clip stuff. Like I'm doing my cuffs, I'm cutting my cuffs, so I ham hop them and I clip them and then I throw them in a pile. And then when I'm done cutting, I just pick up all the stuff that I clipped and then I cut it, or sew it rather. Tips and tricks on efficiency with Sarah Rota.
So we had a request for like a nighty, lingerie nighty type class. Jenna, I feel like you're a paid actor. I feel like
I
you
feel
and
like
Sarah.
it should be in the fall of 2025. That feels like a good time to put it, right? Be like an annual event. Just makes perfect sense.
Just makes sense, she says.
I must be hungry because I looked up and I saw where Jenna wrote moo and I thought it said hummus. I was like, it's not what it says. I do love a good moo though, so
I do as well. Jessica's even throwing in her birthday over here. She's like, oh, all the angles.
Hey, mine is 2. Debbie usually gives the best presents too.
You're not wrong, Jenna.
Should be alright. It's cold in here.
What did I get you for your birthday this year?
The vinyl that I made you buy me from Impish Geek.
Yeah.
At Salty So Something. What?
Everything leads back.
It does. It's like Kevin Bacon.
We love you all too.
All right, Jessica, yeah, when's your birthday? Mine's the 2nd. I feel like yours is like the 6th or the 8th or something. We are going to prepare for Salty So Something. We are going to be consistent in our preparations for Salty So Something. And we are going to complete a Salty So Something. See how that goes, Jeff? It's like,
I need you to know, I went home.
This came to us.
And I think I told Tony, not even Smith, I said something to Tony about you starting this nudge. And Samantha immediately called me. She goes, what is happening? Why is this even being discussed? I thought we were clear, Mom. Lies. I need someone on my side. Sally. Draco.
He's going to be on your side. No, Draco is not on your side. He's on my side. Always. And you better stop because his father's going to hear about this.
Listen, is he going to punish me?
Yes. If so, sign me up.
Maleficent is in, and she's kicked Malfoy.
Oh no!
And she's on my side.
All right, projector shut down.
All right. Well, it has been awesome catching up with everyone. We do hope to see everyone very soon, either at a meetup, a retreat, a class, or
if
on
you want
whenever our next live is.
To do this more often, I don't know. Let us know how often you think we should do it. Do you want us to do it like bi-weekly?
I think bi-weekly would be a challenge for us. Monthly,
yeah,
a little bit more doable.
Yeah, I think monthly. But I mean, we can always go live during the day.
Yeah,
just when we're doing stuff. But more of like a
if TikTok doesn't go away, we can start trying to do that too.
We keep saying that, but we need 1 million followers on TikTok to go live.
No, we don't. I almost have 1,000 on my So Salty Ginger.
Yeah, we can't do yours.
We could go live on it.
Yeah, I guess.
If you are not my partner in crime on TikTok and it doesn't go away.
Yeah. Or go like Salty Sows. So we can get that.
Go join that one. And
Subscribe
this
to
one.
us on the YouTubes.
Yes. I'll push all the buttons and all the things.
Yes.
And I'm
Smash that
pretty
like
sure
button.
Salty Sows is all one word on the TikTok.
I want to say it's salty_sows, but that might be our Instagram.
I think that's Instagram. Again,
I'm not entirely sure why I just took that Band-Aid off. But
Thanks.
it seems like a
Okay.
good idea.
Well, it's been awesome talking to everyone.
We missed you.
We missed you.
We're glad to
We
be
shall
back.
see you
in
again soon.
Salem Town.
Bye, guys.
I got the balloons.
Good job.